Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It is Friday, Fun Fold Friday, and it's also November 1st. I hope you had a blast yesterday for Halloween, giving out the treats, or maybe you took some kids trick-or-treating, your own children, your grandchildren. I had a blast. I was dressed in my pirate costume, and I greeted those kids at the door. They are just so uplifting, you know. I was impressed. I was completely impressed. The kids were very polite. They came to the door. They said thank you. They said happy Halloween. They were really, really amazing kids. And every time I went to the door and came back, my husband was in the kitchen. He was like, you're smiling every time you come back. And I'm like, it's because they're adorable, right? Anybody else love Halloween? How was your Halloween? I hope you celebrated it the way you want to. And I'm just trying to see if I have anyone with me here today. Leave me a comment if you are with me. I'm not sure why my comments are not popping up here. Oh, there we go. Hi, Krista. Yay for Friday. Yes. Hi, Annika from the Netherlands. Thank you for being here. We got a cold one here today in Calgary. It's kind of like this eerie, overcast, like almost like frost frost is in the air for sure. It's chilly. And even last night, you know, when I looked out at the street lights, you could see this haze, it was really spooky. It was perfect for Halloween. Hi, Joan. Hi, Sharon. Hello, Janet. Thank you all for being here with me. I got a really quick and easy fun fold today. So you're gonna be able to whip up a whole bunch of these. Hi, Joanne from Quebec. Hello, Cindy from Chile, Indiana. Yes, I agree. Chile here too. Marie, good morning, TGIF. Yes, absolutely. Hello, Wanda. Hello from San Diego. It is, you know, a typical November day, I guess you would call it here in Calgary, and we can't complain. We had a really good fall. We had a really good October. So just take it one day at a time, I guess, with the cold weather. I'm not a big fan of cold weather, but hence, what can I do, right? Hi, Betty from Chilliwack, BC. I want to take a minute and just shout out to all the people who joined my Excited Canadians team in the month of October. Thank you for taking advantage of that awesome starter kit deal. Now, if you missed out on that deal, don't worry, because the starter kit is always the best deal that Stampin' Up! Has. They just had an extra special in October, but it is always the best deal because it's $135. That's all you pay. No shipping, and I believe there's only tax in Saskatchewan and Manitoba. All the other provinces, zero tax. So $135 is all you pay, and you get to choose $165 of whatever you want. So if you were a demonstrator that were impending in October, you can come on back today for $135. Come on back and join us for $135 in Canada. Amazing. Hi, Joanne from Wisconsin. I'm going to put my coffee down over here, guys, and we're going to get started. I'll do a recap at the end of the video to share with you the 5 cards that I've featured this week, and I cannot wait to prep these kits for you on Monday. That's my normal routine. I go live here every morning at 9, share a new card with you, and then the ordering stops midnight on Sunday. So anyone who places a minimum $60 order in Canada with me using the host code that you'll see on the screen, I will kit up those 5 kits and send them to you, and you can use your own stamps, ink, and your dies, and you'll be able to go ahead and make these cards. Thank you, Maggie. Oh, our Halloween pictures. Yeah, I posted those on my personal page yesterday. We had so much fun. My husband is the pumpkin carver, and my kids, they're all very crafty. When it comes to pumpkins, I'm not so much. I am the cleanup. I call myself the cleanup crew. So we did that a couple of days ago on the 30th. Yeah, the night before last, we did pumpkins, and so that they would be fresh. My husband takes it very seriously. You can't carve the pumpkins too early, because then they're not fit to put out on the porch for the kids, right? So anyway, I let them be. It's all in good fun. Okay, let's get started. I'm playing with the Season of Elegance suite all this week, and there's 2 bundles that I think you want to have both of them in your collection. I don't, oh, thanks, Marie. you know what? We actually had 3 pumpkins. My husband goes and he handpicks the pumpkins. They have to be the right size and have the right shape and all this. And one of them, when they cut into them at the kitchen table, it was moldy inside. It was so gross. He just like lifted the top and he's like, uh-oh. And he put the top back on. And then I got the compost bags and we wrapped that baby up. So we ended up with only 2 pumpkins, even though he wanted to have 3. That's okay though, right? They still had fun. And I roasted the seeds and I did like a cinnamon, vanilla, sugar on the seeds. And oh my gosh, from the 2 good pumpkins, of course. The bad pumpkin just went right out in the compost bin. But yeah, I roasted those seeds. I've never roasted pumpkin seeds before. So that was fun to do that. Joanne says, yeah, it was yucky. Okay, let's flip the camera. Let's make this beautiful Christmas card that's going to be a gift card holder as well. We can all use gift card holders, right? I mean, my kids are at an age right now that I struggle. It's like, what do I get them? It's a good problem to have. It means they don't really need anything, right? But I'm sure you can think of people in your life that it's hard to buy for them, right? So gift cards are definitely a good choice, right? Nice addition to salad. Yes, Marie. Yep, that's what I'll do with them for sure. I was munching on a few of them last night in between the trick-or-treaters. Oh my, what a fun time we had. Okay, let's flip and get started. Here we go. You know, kids are really funny. Last night, I had one little boy come to the door and I gave him a bag of chips and I gave him some chocolate and he asked, he was about 3. He said, do you have the chips with dip? And I was like, what? Excuse me? And his mom laughed. She was standing behind him. And she said, oh, he means the ketchup flavored chips. I mean, like, they just make me smile, right? The stuff that they say out of the mouth of babes. Yeah. So anyway, I gave him a bag of ketchup chips. Even though I'd already given him a bag of cheesies, he was so stinking cute. I gave him ketchup chips because he asked me for chips with dip. Kids are so amazing. Okay, we're going to start off today. We are playing with one of my favorite colors, Cherry Cobbler. Cherry Cobbler is a really nice color for Christmas cards. Lois says roasted pumpkin seeds are your favorite too. Yeah, they are so yummy. Okay, so I'm lowering my camera so that hopefully you can hear me and everything is going to go good with this video. Okay, so we have Cherry Cobbler, 4 1/4 by 11 inches. Hi, Jen. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. And we have scored this at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. Okay, so we're just going to grab my bone folder and we're going to score this one. Let me just grab my notes here so I don't, this will all be on my blog later today or tomorrow, depending on the day goes. I got a lot of stuff to do today. It's going to be a crazy busy day. But I will get this up so that you guys can recreate this. Hi, Karen from Queensland. Hello, Bonnie. Good morning. Good morning. So 2 3/4 by 5 1/2. Then we're going to get a very vanilla piece for the back. Okay, so my very vanilla piece is 4 by 5 1/4. And this is going to be the inside in here. First thing we're going to do is do some stamping on here. So I'm going to bring in Old Olive today. We're going to stamp with Old Olive. And I've got the biggest tree from let me bring this one in. It's called Peaceful Evergreen. So I'm going to use this big tree right here. And I'm also going to use this one here. These 2 little stamps intrigue me. And I want to tell you why. You can use these for a lot of different things. You know how the Designer Series paper has gold effects on it? You can make your own Designer Series paper, and this is what I mean. Like this piece here, there's Old Olive, Cherry Cobbler, Basic Beige, and there's Pretty Peacock patterns, right? So you can actually use these stamps, right? I was thinking on your cardstock and just like kind of splatter over top and then put your gold embossing powder and make your own Designer Series paper with those. That's one thing you can do with them. The other thing you can do with them is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to use this one over here as ground cover, but this one here intrigues me a lot. To me, when does Canada go on winter time? So our official first day of winter, my goodness, I'm embarrassed. Is it December? 20th or 21st. I can't remember. It feels like winter right now, Inika. It's cold here. This one here, this could be wind. It kind of looks like wind, and you could put it in the sky for wind. Sunday, our time goes back on Sunday, right, France? December 21st. Yes, Betty, that's the official first day of winter. But let me tell you, if you live in Canada, you know that we get snow, we get cold weather long before that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stamp this piece here, this piece of Very Vanilla with the tree. Okay, so let's open up my old olive. Yeah, we turn back the clocks. Exactly. It's fall back. We call it fall back. In the fall, we turn the clocks back 1 hour. So we will gain an hour. It falls back. So we're going to gain an hour of sleep or an extra hour of crafting, whichever way you want to look at it. I'm going to stamp this tree on the right-hand side over here. And, she was asking about time change. Okay, yeah, no worries, France. We're going to stamp that tree right there. And it's so cute. I love the texture that they've embedded into or etched into the red rubber. That is definitely, you can see it actually when you put the ink on it. Some parts are a little lighter than others, and that's how they get that effect. Okay, so while I have the old olive, let's bring in that stamp that's shaped like, I'm not even sure what to call it, but I'm going to use it as ground cover. So we're going to ink it up, and we're going to put it like this, and we'll just go across the bottom of my card here, my cardstock, and we're just adding some like mountains, right? So it gives the illusion kind of like I'm doing a close-up of the tree, but then there's a mountainscape in the background. Okay, so that's what we're going to do with that. And then we've got a red rubber star. I thought I would bring in cherry cobbler because we're putting this on a cherry cobbler base. So we're going to matchy. We're going to stamp this star, and we're going to stamp it at the top of the tree, hopefully. I mean, Photopop, it's a little off, but you know what? We're going to go with it because, you know what? It's okay. It's okay if it's a little off. I don't think anybody's going to be upset about this gift card holder and notice that my star is like just a little bit to the left. It's okay. Okay, so we're going to put a little scallop here, a little half circle using the modern oval punch. I'm going to come in here. So this is the modern oval punch. I'm going to hold the cardstock in my left hand because I'm right-handed. And I'm going to come in here over top, and I'm just going to go halfway down and just do a little punch like that. Okay, so this is my punch. Okay, so now we're going to I got this inspiration for this card from Sharon Armstrong. She did this card on her blog a long time ago, probably, I think it was about 3 or 4 years ago, and I loved it so much. It's been in my collection of things that I need to do, ideas I would like to create. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our tear and tape, and we are going to put this on 3 sides. So down both sides and along the bottom. We're leaving the open end at the top because we're going to put our gift card in there. Okay, so there's that piece, and we'll come across the bottom. Now you could use liquid glue if you wanted to, but my tear and tape was sitting here, and I thought it is such a strong adhesive. We're going to use that one today. So I'm just burnishing that tear and tape with my fingers, and then I'm going to bring in my Take Your Pick tool, and we're just going to hook that wax paper covering and lift that off. So easy. All right, so there's 2 sides and then the bottom. Alrighty, so now let's go ahead. We're going to put this on the inside of the card. So this is going to sit right back here. And make sure you get all of that tear and tape. If you got a little bit going off the edge, make sure you fold it back so that it's not sticking out and being exposed. Okay, so here we go. We've got that. And again, the top part is open, okay? So it's like a little pocket. Let me just burnish that. Make sure your tear and tape is pressed down. Okay, so there we go. So we got this pocket right here where we're going to put our gift card. Okay, so for the gift card, we have a piece of, let's see, Mossy Meadow here. So we got a piece of Mossy Meadow, and then I'm bringing in this pattern from the same package of designer series paper. This features the basic beige with the gold, and we're going to put that on top. But before I do, I'm going to bring in some ribbon, the gorgeous cherry cobbler and gold ribbon. Okay, so it's cherry cobbler and gold. What kind of ribbon? Satin ribbon. Look at the shine on that. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. So you need a 3-inch piece, which will be in your kit. So we're going to just measure on my grid, on my glass mat studio here. And so I've got a 3-inch piece. And first thing I'm going to do is grab that tear and tape again and add a strip at the top of here, okay? So I'm just going to put a little bit of tear and tape right there, burnish it, and again, lift off that covering. Okay, so then I'll take my ribbon and I'm going to fold it into like a V shape, like that. I'm going to lay that down onto the adhesive. This is going to be a little pull tab that'll indicate to the recipient that, oh, there's something in here. I should pull on this ribbon, right? So let's bring in the liquid glue and add glue to the rest of this background here, like this. And there we go. And then we're going to put this piece of designer series paper on top. So I guess I probably should put the adhesive on the DSP, but I did leave enough border so that I don't have any glue on the edges over here. And one more thing we're going to do with this is we're going to add another piece. We're going to pull all the matching colors in, and I need a piece that measures 1 by 4. Now, did I cut that piece? Is this it? Yes, okay. So 1 by 4, this is where the gift card is actually going to sit. So the gift card, and I didn't bring one down with me, but the gift card will go here, but I'm going to make a little pocket down here, okay? So we're going to do the same thing with the tear and tape. How many people love tear and tape? Oh, give me a thumbs up if you love tear and tape. I love this stuff. It is so easy and it's so strong. You can use it for boxes and gift bags, whatever it is you need to hold. You can use this and it won't let you down. So we're going to just go ahead and do, again, the bottom and the 2 sides like that. And I'm just tearing as I go. You don't need to have a special pair of scissors or anything like that. I do use the take your pick tool to peel this off. I mean, you could do it with your fingernails too, but I like how easy it is to do it with the take your pick tool. Okay, so I've essentially made a little pocket. We're going to put that right at the bottom here. Make sure you fold in any extra glue that's on the edges, and then line that up with the bottom. I wish I had a gift card so I should have grabbed one from my wallet upstairs and I forgot. So the gift card will sit right in here, okay? So you'll slip that in there. What do I have in my desk drawer that I could use as a sample? Thought I had an extra gift card here. I have this thing from a stencil place. Okay, so I'll just show you. This is where the gift card will go, okay? So, and you could put a little piece of tear and tape right there or a glue dot if you want your gift card to stay put. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my scissors, trim this ribbon a little bit on an angle, and then this can be slipped inside here. Look at this. It's like this hidden pocket. I love it. So we're just going to take that and we're going to slip it into this back pocket here. So it's like, I love these little hidden pockets. So there we go. Got that. Line it up. So you've got your ribbon sticking out the back. Isn't that fun? I love it. And now the front. Okay, so for this part, what we need now is some designer series paper. We have the old olive. I'm using like all the patterns on this piece, on this card. So we've got old olive with the gold right here. We're going to put that on the front. And you could have the old olive without the gold if you want, but it's Christmas. It's special. We need all the shine, right? So we're going to go all the way around with the glue, and we're going to glue that down on here. And this is 2 1/4 by 4. So you're going to get a lot of these pieces out of your designer series paper. This paper is absolutely stunning. I'm so smitten with it right now. Okay, so we've got that. And then we're going to do a front panel. So for my front panel, I've got a piece of Very Vanilla, and I'm going to stamp on the bottom of this. I'm going to bring in those trees. I like the tree images. So in the stamp set, let me bring the stamp set back in. So I've stamped with the big tree here. I've stamped with this one for the ground cover. We're going to use these these 5 trees here in a row. And we're gonna stamp along the bottom of this piece of Very Vanilla. And I love my Glass Mat Studio. I'm gonna be able to stamp right on top of here and just wipe it off with my chamois cloth. It's gonna be so easy. Okay, so let's ink up the trees, and we're gonna just go once here, and then again, ink it up, and finish it off, stay put, and finish it off on this side. There we go. So we've got our forest here at the bottom. And then if you want to add even more texture, dimension, you could use your blending brush, but I just grabbed a sponge, and I'm just going to add a little bit more green to the bottom here. It just makes those trees pop a little bit more. All right, so we're coming around the sides, and you can do the top too. Even though I'm going to put something at the top, I'm just going to complete this piece like that. Okay, now we're going to bring in a strip. I want to bring in a little bit more of the cherry cobbler paper. I've got a strip here that's going to go at the top like that. Okay, and then just bringing in a little, it's only a 1/2 inch strip. So your cardstock and your DSP is going to go a long way with these measurements. You can make lots and lots of cards. All right, so cherry cobbler, DSP, and the only color we did not use on these cards, this card, is the Pretty Peacock, which did we use Pretty Peacock? No, we did not, but I do have a card I'll share with you. I got a swap card, a couple of swap cards using this bundle that I want to share with you today as well. Okay, so this now is going to go on the front like this, okay? I'm going to put some dimensionals on this side, and we're going to pop this up from the side. So we're going to use big dimensionals. Let's grab some big dimensionals, and you want to double check that you're putting them on the right side. Ask me how I know. Because if you put them over here, you're going to close your card shut. The dimensionals need to go on this side. So let's flip it over, and then I think I'll add 3 just to make sure this stays put. Okay, here we go. We're peeling off these dimensional backings, and we're going to put this on the front like so. Line it up. I'm just kind of looking around the edges to make sure I've got equal amounts around, and then press down on those dimensionals. So it's a side opening card with a hidden flap at the back. That is our gift card holder, okay? I love interactive cards where the recipient has to pull on something or do something to see what's inside for them. Okay, so now we do a little bit more stamping. On the inside, let's do the front first. We'll do the front, and then we'll finish the inside. So on the front, I want to say Merry Christmas. Plain and simple Merry Christmas. And this amazing bundle has so many options. So we have here, I've cut out the dies. Let me bring the dies in and show you what's included. So for the greeting set, the Peaceful Season, this is going to be a keeper in your collection. If you love Christmas like I do, and you make lots of Christmas cards and tags and scrapbook pages, this has 19 amazing little stamps that are going to go together and be such a wonderful part of your collection. 164021, the 10% off price is $72 in Canada. I think everyone needs to own this set if you're a Christmas lover like me. And let me show you what's included. You get these dies. You get a set of 8 dies. So yesterday I used these ones, and you can feed the ribbon through the corners. There's another one here that you can feed the ribbon through the edges. You have the word Christmas. You've got the background and the detailed smaller Christmas. And then you've got these 3 fun banners over here. So I've taken this banner here, this one right here, and I've cut it out of Very Vanilla. And I've taken the Christmas, both the background and the front, and I've cut them out of Mossy Meadow and Cherry Cobbler. And I've got them on my silicone mat here. So let's bring that into the view. And so I've got Mossy Meadow and Cherry Cobbler. Now, you know I'm a fan of liquid glue, and when I put it on my die cut and let it dry partially, well, this is actually completely, because I actually did this and I went upstairs and had my shower. So this has been sitting here with glue on it, and you're probably thinking, oh, it's no good now, it's dried. Nope, the minute that makes contact with the Mossy Meadow, it's going to stick. Right? So I'm going to do that right now. Let's stick that on. So I'm going to pick this up, and like I'm sticking, look, it's sticking to my finger, and it's not making my finger full of glue. Look, there's no glue on my finger, but it's sticky and it's tacky. And the moment it makes contact with the cardstock below it, it's going to be stuck down. That little tiny dot you see, I don't know if you can see that on my silicone mat, that's the I for the word Christmas. Now, if you happen to pick it up when you cut your dies, great. If you miss it, you can always use a gem. You can use a gem to dot your I. But here I'm going to start from the left. I'm tapping each letter down one at a time, making sure it falls into position with that mossy meadow in the background. So I'm at the M, and there's the A, and last we've got the S at the end, pressing it all down. And look at that. We've got it stuck together, no problem, and no mess, and no glue on my fingers. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to dot the I. I'm just going to come in with my glue, put a teeny tiny, whoop, is that small enough? No, that's a little bit. If it's too much, you can always flip it over and tap it on your silicone mat, because you really only want a little small amount of glue, because it doesn't take much with this liquid glue to stick. Okay. Let's go ahead, grab my take your pick tool. We're going to flip over that I so that I can get it from the top and pick it up, and we're going to pop that right back into place. There it is. Look at that. The word Christmas. Okay, now one more step. We'll flip it over. Now I'm going to add glue. We got a nice thick word here, so you can add your glue just like this and not worry. It's going to hold, right? It's going to hold onto the cardstock. If you want to pop that up, you could easily use mini dimensionals and put them on there. I'm just going to use my liquid glue and put this right here, just above the trees, just tying all these beautiful colors together. Now this banner here is going to say Merry. So from the stamp set, I've pulled in this word. Where is it here? Let's find it right here. Merry. Okay. You got the word happy. You got the word merry. There's a lot of different words here. So we're going to stamp Merry with cherry cobbler ink. Okay. So tap, tap, tap. And we're going to just use my silicone mat as the background so I can see where I'm stamping. And we'll stamp straight down and straight up. There we go. Okay. To keep in line with the sponging and the green and the old olive, we're going to just add a little bit of color to make that banner pop a little bit. All right, I'll grab my sponge. Just going to hold the banner in my hand and just kind of scrape the edges. And that's going to make that stand out when I put it on the very vanilla background. You could also sponge with cherry cobbler if you wanted to, or you could just leave it plain, very vanilla. It's totally up to you. Okay, so that's going to go right there. But this one I want to pop up with mini dimensionals. So I'm going to grab my sheet of mini dimensionals. I like to use my take your pick tool to pick these up, and then I can place them exactly where I want them. Just a couple, maybe I'll put one in the middle for good measure. Okay, so we've got the minis on there. Let's go ahead and stick this down. Look at that. Okay, so Merry Christmas. Quite plain and simple, right? But still beautiful, elegant. If you're a fan of shine, you could bring in your wink of Stella and you can Stella up your Christmas. I think that would really be fitting. I'm just going to go right over the letters here. I'm just like I'm writing with a cursive pen, right? I'm writing cursive with a pen is the proper way to say it. And then my Christmas will be sparkly. Are you a fan of Wink of Stella? If you're looking for stocking stuffers for your crafty friends this year, oh my goodness, grab them a Wink of Stella. They will love you forever. I'll hold that up so you can see. You see the shine on the, oh, there it is. Oh, I love it. Okay, we have one last thing to do on this card. We're going to bring in the gems of this suite, and they are the gold textured adhesive backed gems. And Rose loves these so much that I bought like 3 packages. They are amazing. And you get 150 of these gold textured, they're called gold textured adhesive back dots. So we're going to use those to pull in that beautiful gold. So let's grab a big one here. And we'll put one, how about we put one right there. And then I'm going to grab a medium one. We have a small, medium, and a large. So we'll put one right there. And then we'll put the small one right next to it. Just like that. Oh my goodness. Love your wink. Yes. There's the Wink of Stella shining like Christmas. Look at that on the Mary. And we've got shine from the gold paper, and then when you open it, I didn't do the inside. Okay, we're not quite done. We need something right here. So from the stamp set, I'm going to bring in the stamp that says, let me show you. The one that says, wishing you all the things that warm your heart and lift your spirits. I mean, isn't that the perfect greeting? There's others. Thinking of you with warm feelings and a wish for all the merriest. Friends and family are the true gift of Christmas. Hoping this season is bright and beautiful. So there's lots and lots and lots of greetings that you can make all different cards if you wanted to, right? Okay, so we're inking this one up with cherry cobbler. We're going to stamp that right here. Boom. I absolutely love, love, love this easy fun fold and the hidden pocket right here with the spot for, I wish I had a gift card. The gift card will sit right there, and it is very intuitive to pull on the beautiful ribbon. I mean, Stampin' Up! Knocks it out of the park with our coordinating products, right? You could also put a piece of designer series paper here if you wanted to. I just left mine cherry cobbler, but this is how it closes and this is how it opens, and oh my goodness, I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, as promised, I'm going to do a little recap of my week here. I've had so much fun playing with these bundles with you. So let's do a little recap of what we've done. So on Monday, the Global Design Project Challenge was Color Challenge, and we had Pool Party, Granny Apple Green, and Real Red. And I pulled in the Reindeer Fun Designer Series paper because it had all three colors in it, so it made it easy. Now this bow, if you watched on Monday or you watched the replay, this bow was super fun to make, and it is from the dies that are in Peaceful Evergreens, okay? So this is where I got it. Peaceful Evergreens has a set of 13 dies here. And so you've got all the trees, you've got the star, you've got the snowflake. I didn't play with this one this week, or this one. I stamped with those trees, but this one here you can do with Pool Party and then put some white behind it, and it will look like a pool party sky with white snow. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Melanie. These 4 dies here create the bows, okay? So if you are wondering, these 2 here, got some cardstock there. I curled them with my bone folder and used glue dots, super easy. This is the background of the bow, and then the little tiny square goes on top. So I'll hold that up close so you can see. This is how the bow comes together. Super fun. Charlene is watching from Fort McMurray this week. Wow, Charlene. Thank you for joining me. Okay, Tuesday we cased the catalog and we brought in the folder, the 3D folder with those textured trees and that shiny paper and the ribbon and all of the things, and then wishing you and yours all the best. That's Tuesday card. Wednesday, I was loving the Blackberry Bliss, and I shared a tip on how to get these textured. Yeah, I know, Tanya, I can see that. I should wipe that up. Thank you. So I'm just grabbing my chamois cloth. The label maker that I have, Marlene, is the Brother P-Touch. The Brother P-Touch for labeling my stamping supplies. You can get it on Amazon. Brother P-Touch. Okay, so this is Blackberry Bliss. I showed you a technique where you can cut out these trees and then lay them into the folder and do like your own 3D embossing. And we did put some of that Blackberry Bliss with gold ribbon into the slots on this die. And I very briefly touched the top of the texture of these trees, and then I put gold embossing powder on there and heated it up, and that's how I got that effect. And there's a little look at the inside. All right, so that was Wednesday. And then yesterday I went off the rails a little bit and pulled in something that's not Christmas to show you that these greetings can be used all year round, right? So the greetings from Peaceful Season, you can use them not just for Christmas, right? This one here, wishing you all the things that warm your heart and lift your spirits. And then I'm introducing you to some designer series paper that's going to be available on November 5th, which is just next week, and as well as the gold sequin, the gold hearts. Look at that, beautiful. And then the inside is also from this set as well. Keep love in your heart. I got the keep, the love from here, and then in your heart is right there. So look at your stamps and check it out. It is so easy to use all of the Stampin' Up! Products for projects all throughout the year. Elaine says, I had a hard time picking a favorite. You don't have to pick a favorite, Elaine. You can like them all. But you think Wednesday's card got you? The Blackberry Bliss, I love it too. I absolutely love it. Tanya says, I wish I bought that. Sweet. Go get it, Tanya. What's stopping you? Go grab it. You're going to want it for sure. So these are the 5 cards, guys. If you live in Canada, that's my host code for the week. Ends on midnight on Sunday. And then Monday, my friends and I will be cutting all of this stuff, sending to you. You do need the bundle. Okay, you're going to need both bundles. You're going to need the stamps from both, and you're going to need the dies. So if you don't have them, you can still feel free to pull in the stamps that you have and improvise and make these cards. All right. Take care, everyone. Let me flip you around. Woo. Oh, there we go. Okay. Am I here? Yeah. Okay. I wish you a great weekend. I'm excited. I have my team meeting coming up on Sunday. I love to gather with my Excited Canadians members all across Canada. Is on a Zoom call from 2 to 4. Still never too late to join us. So if you want to join my team, you can join today. And I will be so thrilled to welcome you to the team, as well as all the other people that joined in October. It's a very exciting time. All right. Have a great rest of your Friday. And I hope you get some time to stamp today, over the weekend, and fill your heart with joy, with creativity, because when you sit down and make something with your hands, it really does your heart good and your mind. It is my favorite form of stress relief. So I hope you get to carve some time out for yourself this weekend. Take care, and I'll see you on Monday at 9 Mountain Time for my next video. Bye-bye.